know. Coming in, checking in for the Venus in Cancer reading. So we're going to look at how is this affecting your love life. So Venus went into Cancer today, May 7th, and will be there until June 5th. All right, so Venus is the sign that rules, or the planet that rules love, our relationships, beauty. Venus is the lover of the zodiac. It also has a really beautiful way of bringing the beauty out in others. It has a way of bringing out the loving feelings, what you think that you want out of a partner. It brings out how we relate with the world in a sense of beauty, awe, and wonder. And so, and it's moving into Cancer, which Cancer is the first of the water signs. And so it is beautifully watery. There's emotional depth to Cancer. Cancer, but it might be hidden in some ways. But there is this beautiful, dreamy, emotional kind of energy when Venus goes into Cancer. And so we're going to look at how that's affecting your love life, because we've had different placements. We've merged and kind of go through that death and rebirth process. And then immediately we've moved into the energy, really reevaluating their partnerships, what they want out of their partnerships. They're going to be seeing things differently in their love life. Many of you may be beautifying your spaces because that Taurian influence, because Venus does rule Taurus, and Cancer likes to be at home spaces. You're looking at how to make your life more lovely. But what I'm noticing is it's having us really think about partners, what we want out of our partners. And I'm feeling this need to communicate with the big energies of the eclipse and everything else. We're going to look into the tarot in the reading, but the energy that I'm inside, really seeing the other part of your partner. I have a feeling they're thinking about you at the very least. I feel like that there's this energy of wanting to communicate from the heart. So someone who's maybe a little more logical is going to want to be a little more heart-based, okay? Let's get the overall energy here, and we'll go this month of Venus being Cancer for our love relationships. What's the general energy here? Beautiful. We're going to get 2 cards, they said. 4, I guess. They just kept going. All right, so we got freedom. We got forgiveness, purity, and power. Beautiful. So this energy has this feeling of absolute freedom, because love is not supposed to feel like attachment. And your person may have taken some space or time, and also forgiveness here. And this crescent moon came up in here. How this is affecting your love life is this Venus in Cancer, I feel like, is purifying not only your desires, but it's purifying your energy and motive. Because the energy that I'm getting here is that in connection, there may have been really intense parties. Connection are very strong-willed and very business savvy. Another one might be super like healthy or fit or whatever, but both of you are strong in your own ways, and that can lead to some stubbornness. I feel like one or both of you got too intense or obsessed about this connection, and so there was a need for freedom. And so you may have taken a step back, or the energy's gone a little bit wonky, or someone has said something in a way that this is on the table. Both parties having the wherewithal to see, how have I been truly showing up to this relationship or partnership or situationship, or you may not. You may have just been talking to them or friends. And anyway it goes, there's these intense, it's okay, because forgiveness is here. And we're pure as well as your person. They're seeing you differently. So even if they went with somebody else, or if your connection never got off the ground, it's like they're both parties here have pure loving intentions for the other. You really do both love one another. And this Venus in Cancer is really going to put you, power is different than force. So one of or both of you, maybe one ran. Any way it goes, both of you had a very stern and stubborn, forceful, defied. You were likely leaning in to force the separation. Any way it goes, both people were out of your power. Freedom and opening is happening. They just showed me in my mind's eye the rune of tarot cards and go a little deeper. We're looking at the tarot of the curious creatures. It's in Cancer, this trans names, etc. Okay, how's it affecting their love life? Cool. All right, we're looking at the incoming energy here. Is feeling like they want to stir with you, because the Fool, why it's here, it's crossed by the 10 of Wands. See that? That's on the bottom of the deck. So the 10 of Wands, they spirit. They thought that they wanted things in a certain way, but they're actually missing you. They're feeling like, how can I say that's on top of the Fool? The reason they want to make them like that on both sides, this connection feels like it had felt a heartbreak or a wounding and regret around not bringing it together, not being able to make it happen in the original timing. But what Spirit's saying is that you guys are on perfect timing and divine. You know, I miss my dragonflies. I really miss my person here. Life really is better with them. And there's some regret about maybe how they behaved or something they've said to you. But it's making them want to take a leap of faith. Okay, so that's the general energies around this connection. This energy of the heartbreak, the energy of feeling like something didn't work out the way that, okay. All right. Okay, we've got 4 of Cups and 2 of Swords. Main energy, 2 of Swords is they're trying to make a decision, but they're not really seeing things. In the 3D, this Venus and Cancer energy is helping them to see been emptied. They see it coming in the sense that they feel the energies, but they don't know what to do yet. This offers are sometimes small. They're slow. This like grandma on the freeway, as Steve's Love Tarot says. I like his analogy with that. This Ace of Pentacles here, they want to give it to you. It's something that builds for the future. It's a real offer that builds for the future. But that being said, there's an energy behind this of almost fear. Okay, but they said, look at this bee. They just took my eye to the bee here on this card, and the bee serves the queen. Okay, so it's to the energy is that they are growing. They're just trying to weigh out their decision. So in the 3D, you may not be hearing from them as much right this moment. I do feel like there's communication coming. It's feeling that way. I feel like there's an apology, a communication, something that they want to say to you. In the 3D, in this particular moment, they are thinking it over. This Venus in Cancer is softening them, where before, like, if you guys are in separation, they may have been really stubborn about it or very rigid. I feel like their energy and I want what I want. It's sort of that unbalanced emperor energy has been prevalent. But now with this Venus and Cancer energy, they are, okay, what do I need to do to offer my to be that? Will it take me back? There's a lot of questions. The Star. Perfect. This is Aquarian energy. The Star and its card says they've come to, swords in the soul is not always good, but this King of Swords has to do with mastering yourself and your environment. And so they are healing at a soul level. Their soul is the one that is spurring this change, this want for communication, this want for a new beginning with you. It's spurring the understanding of, wow, okay, my person here, like they're feeling, wow, my person is different than anyone else. The star also has to do with recognition, and they see that you guys have that soul connection, and now they're really feeling it because they've gone through a spiritual change. Okay, they've gone through a spiritual epiphany, and it's almost like this is the next logical step, but I've been stubborn because I wanted my freedom, not realizing I could be just as free with my person. Why is the star here in the soul? We have the sun. Okay, this is the best card in the deck. This is sunshine after the storm. So while, you know, in the energy of the connection, burdens are being put down, okay, they are absolutely being spurred on by their soul to say, look, you got to go towards your dragonfly, right? You got to go towards your person. So their energy from the soul level knows that you guys are whole and complete together. Why is the sun here? We have the moon. Oh my God. Oh, you can't make this up. This Venus and Cancer energies. We have the star, the sun, and the moon. And what they just said is, I want to give you the sun and the moon and the stars. In their soul, they know that you are absolutely divine counterparts, without question. And that's what's spurring on the change. That's what's spurring on the purification that we had in the oracle cards. That's what's spurring on the forgiveness and the trust and the opening here, the freedom, because they're seeing that with you, it makes a whole and complete package, right? The two of you guys together can truly reach the sun, moon, and stars, that you're better together, and their soul knows it. And so that is what's spurring on the change. Now let's get a message from the universe about this. We have Seven of Swords. Okay, this energy feels like you don't see it coming. So with this Venus in Cancer, I feel like maybe words have been a little bit, you guys are either in separation or the energy has been really difficult, so you don't see how this could work out. This is almost your energy, in that it's like this is happening behind the scenes and you truly don't see that it's coming on in. We have Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords is the crossing. You've been in your head. And so one of the things, as well as your person, but this is your energy coming through, you've been in your head about this connection to the point where you're not really even feeling it correctly. You're not feeling it in its full balance, because there's been some hurt on both sides. Remember, we had that crossing of the Three of Cups, right? Or Three of Swords, rather, excuse me. And there's been the hurt. There's been the issues with your connection together. But that being said, you don't see how these changes are coming about. It's definitely spirit involved. We have Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? Four of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you may not be talking, but it's like, I do feel like with this energy, what you don't see coming is that there is a conversation coming in. I do feel like the energy is still a little bit held back. All right, that's okay. You want to build a new foundation with this, but the universe is saying you don't see this re-spark coming. You kind of have your energy, both parties kind of have their energy pulled in, but especially for my viewers, it's like you're guarding your heart, you know, you're guarding your values, you're guarding your money. It's like there's a guarded energy here. But this Page of Wands energy is wanting to come on in and re-spark and have the communication, but it does feel like it's very much behind the scenes, so you're not seeing that yet. So Spirit's letting you know there's a change a coming with this Venus in Cancer. There's a softening that's going to happen, and though you may be guarded, there's still energy coming towards you. Now, I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do, okay? So we've got lots and lots and lots of people that are going to be watching this video. So it's like some of you may be having a full-on conversation. Some of you, this energy may come in differently, but it does feel very good for communication with that. Though I do feel like both parties are holding back in some way. So universe is letting you know now, hey, you don't see all the steps yet, okay? You don't see all of the steps for the path. So yes, you know, love on yourself, make sure you're whole and complete and with your resources, but keep your heart open, you know, rather than holding your energy so close into yourself. Keep your heart open. Let yourself experience the new, because you don't see what's coming. And they want to kind of just warn you on being too rigid, because that was the problem in the first place, both sides being a little too rigid or too stubborn. All right, what's their likely action in the 3D? What's their likely action, Spirit? We have Queen of Cups. Okay. And that has 7 of Wands on the bottom. So their likely action, they are feeling the love for you. You're coming through as Queen of Cups, the most love in the deck. Okay, they're feeling the love for you. Their likely action, they want to, it's funny, they want to communicate all they feel, but there is hesitation here. There's defensiveness. They're not sure if you will listen to them or take them back. And, you know, I feel like for some of you, because of their actions, it's understandable why they feel this way, okay? Because I do feel like some of you, words were spoken that were very harsh, or opinions were really so stubborn to each opinion that they're not sure if they can get to you, okay? Why is this Queen of Cups here? What's their likely action? Ace of Wands. Why is Ace of Wands here? The Chariot. They're not sure if you'll accept them, but they're going to shoot their shot. Ace of Wands and Chariot, these are both brand new energies, new spark, fast forward movement, okay? And they're both communication cards. So again, people have their free will choices, but I do see them, even if you have your energy held back a little bit, I see them powering through it and coming forward and at least having a conversation with you. This Venus and Cancer and those energies in the soul energies being the sun, moon, and star, is like their soul saying, this is it, okay? We're going for it. And they're going to have the communication. What you do with it is certainly up to you. Now, do I think they're offering you the sun, moon, and stars at this moment? No, because there's energy that is kind of held back, and we've got that Ace of Pentacles. I feel like they're going to offer you something a little bit small, okay? Can we go for a date? Can we have a and if you're not even at a stage of date, will you please entertain a conversation with me? Will you please, you know, let me talk to you, because you're my Queen of Cups, all right? And so they are being affected by this energy because they're really waking up to the fact that you guys have a true spiritual connection and bond at the soul level. They're just trying to figure out what to do with that in the 3D. There is hesitation on both sides. There are some energies where there's walls up. But that being said, they are really likely to come forward and have a conversation with you and to try to, can we start over? Can we spark this up again? Like, is it truly there? Because I feel it in my soul. So, so they're wanting to make this with you. I just have an intuition, like one last word here from Spirit. We've got the Hanged Man, 8 of Swords, and 6 of Swords. Okay, this is your energy. We have the Hanged Man. They're asking you to take a new perspective on the relationship. The Hanged Man puts itself in the Hanged Man's tree, because I feel like we have 8 of Swords here. You've really been overthinking this, over-analyzing. Remember that your your mind is not where you have the relationship with your person. And this Venus in Cancer is going to help you to get out of your mind. And then we have Six of Swords. Six of Swords takes us out of choppy waters. It takes us out of the turbulence of overthinking. It takes us out of the indecision. This also feels a little bit like inertia. I feel like for the viewers, okay, while your runners have been running, while you have been trying to deal with this energy, you may have had a little bit of inertia. Felt like you were a little bit stuck. Okay, what this is saying is you're about to come unstuck with this Venus in Cancer energy. So what Spirit's trying to warn you, I guess, or a little caution, is avoid being too in your head about things, okay? Avoid overthinking this. Get about your business. Go do some things. Like, you know, your person is wanting to come in. They're having these epiphanies. And how you can help the energy is letting yourself be a little more open to a possible conversation. Let yourself be open to that. And what you do is by not thinking about it so much. Go get a life. Go do things that are for you rather than thinking about your runner all the time. Because if you're thinking about them all the time, they've got to stay in whatever you're thinking about. And under Eight of Swords energy, that means you're stressing. And so they have to come to you stressed. They have to come to you in a way that is not very pleasing, because you're creating that through your thoughts. So Spirit's saying, look, take a new perspective on the whole thing. Have a little bit of grace for your runner. Have a little bit of love for yourself, for your runner. Remember, forgiveness was in the first cards that we pulled. Have some forgiveness, not necessarily all for them. It's forgiveness is for you, so you can let go, move on, forgive yourself for ways where you think you maybe made a mistake in how you handled things, or forgive them for how they've made mistakes and how they handled you, because this Venus in Cancer is really going to get the emotions to the surface and help people to be able to express more lovingly. Okay, we have Aquarius as our last card here. Doesn't mean that you are dealing with an Aquarian, but you might be. This energy is about collaboration. Okay, so what Spirit's saying here with this energy is collaborate and co-create with your inner being, source, spirit, God, universe, whatever you call that. And have the intention to collaborate and co-create with your person. Okay, even if you are not in contact right now, collaborate with them in spirit. Aquarians live 50 years in the future. They're here to bring the technology and the humanitarianism back to the earth, right? So this energy is very much where we're going. So really thinking and collaborating with your future self who's already in the relationship, and how to handle it consciously, because this particular Venus in Cancer is helping us to learn how to relate and communicate consciously and from the heart through our emotions. And one more card, we have Pisces, sensitize. Yeah, I said through our emotions. They wanted one more card. It's time to take nothing personally, right? Because other people's actions, including our runners, have nothing to do with us. And at the same time, sensitizing in such a way where you can have compassion, where you can have grace for yourself and the one that you love. Because the thing is you don't want to be separate from them, right? And having that rigid, stubborn thing, or trying to be attached and take their freedom, doesn't yield them coming to you. It doesn't yield them being able to be in a relationship with you. So what Spirit's basically saying with this one is they are having their epiphanies. Spirit is orchestrating this. They will likely communicate with you in the 3D, but Spirit does need you to get out of your own way. And in this Venus in Cancer, learn how to communicate with yourself more lovingly. Challenge your internal thoughts, because what Spirit just said to me is this group are such high achievers and they're so light-bodied, but they speak to themselves like they wouldn't speak to an enemy, right? let me know in the comments, hands up if you've ever done that. I can put both of my hands up on that one. So it's learning to communicate in a way that is more loving with yourself, because then that will open the energy all the way through. So this Venus in Cancer, one of the things they just showed me is making a list of your star qualities, making a list of the things that you do really well, the things you love about yourself, both in your body and your mental body, emotional, etc. You know, how you've handled things in ways that are positive. Figure out your resources, because you want to give those to yourself, because that's what's going to draw in the communication from your runner. And it's also going to help you feel more solid and secure in yourself, that you haven't abandoned yourself. It's hard to manifest your person if you've put all of your energy into them. They can't even see you when you do that, because you've just given all of your energy away to them. So how can they find you if you are outside of you? So that's a manifestation thing, but it's coming up now. And so since y'all are here and listening, let's learn how to manifest together, right? So we don't abandon ourselves. We put ourselves back into our body and put ourselves first as a priority. And then the runner can actually find us because we're in our beacon. Okay, we're in our body. We're turned on, right? So that they can see us, that they can get in. And so that's the suggestion, is be about your life during this time. Find ways to love on yourself and speak to yourself with love and compassion. Your runners are absolutely waking up, okay? We have energies, the sun, moon, and stars. I've never seen that in a reading ever. Like, that's the first time ever, and it's soul level energy. So this is absolutely a connection that is soul level. So let's allow spirit and our soul parts of ourselves bring these people back to us in a way that is correct. Okay, they have to have their lessons and their epiphanies so that they can come forward. So just be aware, hold your boundary if you need to hold a boundary, but be gentle with it, okay? No need to be standoffish when your person comes back in, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. This Venus in Cancer is really opening our hearts. So it's about a month long from today until June 7th. So, or sorry, June 5th, excuse me. So really utilize this time to open your heart, look at things that are beautiful, make things that are beautiful, allow yourself to be in the energy of love and in receiving, because your people are waking up. Your runners are absolutely waking up. And so to elevate your love life, love yourself, give yourself that energy. And I'm sending lots of big love to you. And yeah, if you guys want to share your mantras in the comments, or a loving self-concept quote in the comments, please do, because if we can share those with each other, that only adds to the love that we have, right? So one of the things I always like to say is I love and approve of myself, right? And I love and approve of you. So thank you guys so much. And until next time, enjoy your Venus in Cancer, and I will talk to you soon. Love you guys. Aloha.